All right. This is what I had today. Check that out. Let's look at Friday though. Now, let me look at Friday's price action. So we have this trend line right here. We go from here to here. You only need 2 lines for a trend line, okay? So when you make that and then price is still going, you could just expand it, okay? So I had this trend line here go all day. Let's see if that came into effect. No. So, this was Friday, like I said. This was the previous day high. I know that just from memory. Look right here. See this cluster here? This previous day area. Wicked right off of that previous Thursday. Okay, Thursday. Let's put a line. Well, we're way above it, so it doesn't matter. So that was Friday. This was a double top in the Caleb zone. I can't make a Caleb zone. Hold on. I think there's a way to extend it. Do you see how this Caleb zone here? Let me just put my own. Right there. Okay. Right to there. Right. So this is the Caleb zone from Thursday. When we got here, I said to take profit on calls on this 3 bar. Right. I have my blue levels here. This 4, 12, 16. We went right above that. Wicked. Went above it. What is that green? I don't even know what that green is. Okay, that's the Caleb zone. BB levels? No. Let me turn off the algo. Oh, those are the take profit levels. Okay, so then we have, I said take profit. We wick down to this 413.40. Let's look at the previous day action. That was the close after hours. See how we wicked after hours? I think those Amazon earnings last Wednesday. So that was another little level. Look right here. Let me show you exactly where. Right here, we wicked to this level. See this little cluster? Okay, boom. That's what I just showed you. And then this was that kind of wick area from after hours, that tweezer top. Okay, that's Wednesday. Boom. And then when we reclaimed it, it went up as well to the next Caleb zone. That's where we took profits on calls. These puts from here to here, 10 minutes. See that? 5-10 minutes. This was like 200 and something percent in 10 minutes. Right under this double top. I was like, oh, as soon as it rejects, right? So then you have this here. You can make another triangle. Actually, you just do it like that. You're like, whoa, it's going. Okay, boom, 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 boom. 1, 2. After the third, I feel confident. But we're going into a Caleb zone. So this would be a 10-minute scalp. But it went higher, you know? And we held under that Caleb zone there. So I'm just saying in real time, that's what you would look at. But yeah, I look basically inverted head and shoulders. Boom, boom, boom. We went above the Caleb zone. A lot of times we like to go to the next level up, but that didn't happen here. So this is a really difficult bull trap. This would have been the next area, that blue line. So if you remind me, I'll put my chart in the description and stuff. But so that would be the next level, the blue line. I did that April 4th, my last video. If we keep going higher, I'm going to run out of blue lines. That's my last one. So let's go to today's price action. So this is today's price action. If you want my like indicators and stuff, it's right here. I have the BB indicator. That's the previous day high-low, pre-market high-low. Caleb zones we already know. That's that white box. White is where the price is right now. See how it dropped in after hours? Red is above like supply and green is demand. So it's like stop and go kind of thing. My algo, which is locked and paid. I haven't really used the moving average, so posty pivots I haven't used either. This right here I need to put right here. VRVP. Yeah. So this is something kind of new. Jake, I don't know how to say his last name, Woodjustick, something like that. On Twitter, he has like 200,000 followers or something. Great guy. So he uses that. I just made it white. If you go to it here, see how I made those all white? They come in different colors. I don't know what the purpose of that is. I just made them all white. He had them white and I just copied him. This can be changed too for, see that? So I make it 20. Depending on your screen resolution and size. And then there's a point of control, I believe it is, POC. Yeah, point of control. I made it yellow, and I made it like 50% only. Look, I want it 50, exactly. Here we go. So it's right there, the point of control. And what that helped us out with today is, look, we went above the Caleb zone, but we went right off of that point of control. Boom, Caleb zone, boom, Caleb zone, boom. So we're making this level. That's a big level going to the next day. See that dotted line? That was helping me there. And went, why did this move? I hate how these move. Went to this area here. Like it didn't even go quite to the Caleb zone there. So, see how these moved? It's so stupid. So just try and move them. I had them like aligned perfectly. Yeah, so this is the time, 10:38 a.m. This was the time of that, and this was the time of this. So, okay, so we can kind of get over, go over what's going on here. Look, this one's not fixed. Okay, so, the price action was starting here. Went up to that Caleb zone, like I said, it claimed the point of control on the volume profile, right? The white, looking at the white shelf here. Look at this gap for the Caleb zone. Goes from this area, that dotted line I said, to this shelf starts about right here, okay? Kind of right there. So, made a higher low. But we were looking at this morning. It was like this kind of like a rising wedge, okay? Into the Caleb zone, okay? We bounced up, lower high, we're kind of making that, okay? And before you make a triangle, you can make a trend line. So you can't, like it's kind of hard, like is it a triangle? But you can just make a trend line and see how that goes. And then price often pinches with support or resistance and a trend line. As it happened right here. This is where the pinch took place. Right there. And let me make that like white or something. So it's right here, okay? We bounced up, we hit the trend line. This could have exploded up for sure, but that's not what happened. We busted down. I got into some lottos, right? Look, 7:59 a.m., which lines up with right there, 8 a.m. See at the bottom? 8 a.m. See that? So I had a short bias. I don't know why I had a short bias. Probably because we're at the bottom of the Caleb zone. But yeah. So sometimes it's just feeling. I don't know. I could have been wrong. Okay, so this stupid arrow. I'm trying to look like a damn genius, and this arrow's not letting me. Yeah, when you stretch out your chart, it moves it around. So yeah, I wanted to point at this, the 827. It's right there, 825. This is where I posted like my last profit taking area. The dream target is this Caleb zone here, this 815. But we didn't hit it here earlier, so I was like, oh, we might not hit it there now. And it was also, like I said, this shelf here, this big point of control shelf. So now, remember I said earlier, if you extend your trend line, check this out. We did go up again. We took out this area right here. the blue line, which is basically 417, but it's 416.93. We took it out, or we got rejected here. Second time through, we took it out. See how we got above the blue line? So now I'm like, okay, do we get into calls? I was not in calls yet. I was like, until we get above this area, I'm not doing calls. So it rejected this kind of Caleb zone top, but look what it also rejected. This trend line from earlier in the day. So like I said, you make that triangle, maybe, you know, it's like a rising wedge here, right? That broke down. But if you extend the trend line, especially intraday, the most recent trend line and most recent price action and shapes are going to have the biggest impact. Not some shape from, you know, last July, which could have an impact, but a shape from, or a shape trend line from minutes ago, right? This is from 8:10 a.m. went up at 9:35. Never closed above. For it to close above, it would have had to do this. Okay, break above, either retest there or break above. It can go here, and then our trend line is null and void, right? And then this would have been my like call entry. Like it's bouncing above, right? None of that happened. So we're staying below, okay? And then we have all these bars. We have 5, 10, 15, all the way to, let's see, 11, 10 from 8:30. So 90 minutes in this Caleb zone, 90 minutes. We see the rejection, which you could take from here to there, but holding it to here on a 0 day would have been about break even. Maybe this bar like got you some profits. This wick down then up, so this chop zone is messing you up. When I saw this stay below this line here, see that line on like the grid back there? When we stayed below this line, this price action, let me make it a triangle, so, or a rectangle so it's easier to see. Like this area with the Caleb zone. Okay, see this wicks piercing above? So anything like below that, I was like, I'm shorting. I'm not shorting it if we do this. Wick up, come down, right? That's an entry for calls. Maybe. I probably still wouldn't get under because it's under the high day. But I'm just trying to get you into like my frame of mind there. So this is the box I was looking at. As soon as we wicked down, I was like, I'm adding puts right now. And I alerted everybody. Like usually I just do like, hey lottos, but I was like, look at this lower high. Boom, lower high, boom, we're back on this level. Okay, here, we're back on that, under this blue Caleb, it's my blue line, and under here, which we went from here to there. Just like we went from here and higher, I expect the rejection to go lower than here. Lower than that 415.62, which we did. Once we got it under, it went to 415.30, and it actually went under after hours. This is where we took profits, as you can see. Donnie was like, good job. This other person posted his, and that was the third person. I just grabbed 3 that I saw. This is exactly where we're taking profits, and I even said, oh, I don't have that screenshot. I said, everyone take profits right now, and I tagged them just like that. Another good entry spot for puts would have been here. That green is where price is right now, I believe. Let's see. No, pre-market high. Pre-market high. So, this we got over pre-market high. This just went flush below pre-market high. And then another entry would have been the pre-market high rejection. We never tested this flush level, that 416.50. So you can confidently enter puts. And we also have the 50% retrace, which you could say is about here to, wait, did it the wrong way. Let's, we could go from the drop. Let's just go here, this flush candle. Let's go from here, 3 bar down to here. Okay, so it went up and it touched right above the 50% mark. This is 0, it's almost 25%, almost a quarter, right? 50%. You're looking at 50% of that move. And if you move this down to that candle, that's above 50%. So I'm just trying to show you, you're looking for 50% of that move, right? Call it there, call it there. You could even go from here to here. If it's this move, you definitely didn't. get 50%, right? 50% would be the 0.5 is right here. So you're not even close to that. So I do like to eyeball it, right? I'm like, does it look half? If it doesn't look half, forget it. So let's see where SPY closed at right there. So closed in this Caleb zone. I would not be surprised to get it within a zone or right here. If we open right here under 417 area, I would be looking short. I already have a short bias because of the daily and weekly charts. So let's go weekly. Let me go back to daily. I have to switch my entire thing. Save and reload. Just saved my chart. Okay, I don't know what it's doing there. So, can I just... Let me just go see if SPY opens up. Okay, so let's go to the weekly, like I said, week. Okay, if I want to have it quick zoom, I'm going to click that auto button. Remove all drawings. Remove everything. Sometimes I zoom in and do stuff, so. Okay, so I'm just looking at strictly the, this is the weekly candle. All right, which is, I don't think that weekly candle helps us out at all because it's only one day in this week. Wait, what the? Okay, it's down there. I was looking at this. So we had rising volume last week. We have rising volume from here to here with the price action. That's like not bearish, but the daily is. So I wouldn't be surprised if we had a couple days of chop and finish the week strong. So here's the daily. Let me just zoom. Why can't it freaking... God, it's so stupid. Okay, so we have lowering volume on the daily. Okay, 1, 2, 3. This doesn't mean anything. That's like the same. But from Friday to here and Thursday to here, compare it to today. Lowering volume. That's last week. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Let's see, we're about the same as last Monday. Okay, Monday went like this, almost the opposite of today. Tuesday was flat, so I won't be surprised if we get flat tomorrow, a similar candle just this way. But look, we flushed. Check out last week, this lowering volume. Okay, and it looks way better on my Webull. Remember how I said this doesn't really matter, it's like even? Let me see if I could stretch that out just to have some like perspective. No, it's not really. Okay, so last week I was saying look at this lowering volume here as price was going up. It was making a little bit of a wedge. Just a little bit of a wedge like this. Just a little bit on lowering volume. So that's bearish. I'm looking for the same this week. I don't see it yet. So I'm gonna have to see how tomorrow works, but look at this range. Look, we had 3 days of no range. Look at these days, no range, no range. Those are not days you wanna be trading on. So we might be starting in a couple more days of chop, but until we take out this 416, I'm gonna look shorts. So, and that was the same on my 5-minute chart, if you recall. We have lowering volume, price is technically rising here. You could say it's something like this. I'm not gonna like say it's a rising wedge so far, but it definitely fits that pattern a little bit on lowering volume, and we just saw here what happened on that pattern. So that doesn't mean we don't, do this. Like, boom, Let me make that look just like a candle. Fool people. I don't even think I can. There we go, look. Can I click this? Yeah, like imagine. So anyway, that's my outlook. Obviously that's a fake candle I just drew. Let me get rid of it. So let's see what tomorrow brings. I was trying to go short on this video, but I got carried away because I really love doing this, love hanging out with you guys, and that's it, man. Let's get after it tomorrow. 20-minute video. Boom!